glitching out. Are you streaming right now?
Yes, streaming now.
Okay.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be in lobby 1 for Austria. Both lobbies will do Austria.
Hey, I have a question. Quickly, can I create a new party and I'll invite you? Cause this party's just absolutely terrible. I keep disconnecting from it. Your mic
Yeah,
is
yeah, that's
terrible. It
fine.
keeps glitching out.
Yeah, that's fine. Do that.
Okay.
We're almost going to get underway, guys. Alrighty.
Up so much.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be alright now. I think we've got everyone in our lobby. Are you in? Do I need to invite you? You're in, so I need to spectate.
Yeah, I'm in.
And leave.
Yep. So you said you already started up the stream, right?
Yeah, the stream's good. We're live at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, your mic is again. It just keeps acting out. It sounds.
Shall I turn it on? Not.
Better. It sounds better, but no. It's not your problem. It's just my PS4. It's been really, really slow today. I tried restarting the router and it's still slow.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, we'll do the best we can.
Is there a reason why the race system says 3 laps?
Yeah. So we're not actually doing the race. We're only doing qualifying. So there's 2 lobbies. Both lobbies will do a 12-minute qualifying session at Austria, and then both lobbies will do a 12-minute qualifying session at Abu Dhabi. And then we'll add their times together, and that'll
times. There's no
but it'll decide. So the top
Okay.
20 drivers will be in the pinnacle tier, and the bottom 20 drivers will be in the podium tier.
Okay.
So
like overall time because
yeah.
Because right, so one lobby's doing Austria, the other one's doing Abu Dhabi right now.
No, we're both doing Austria, and then after the 3-lap
Okay.
race, we'll come back into lobby, change it to Abu Dhabi. Me and you will jump to the other lobby so we can commentate on them for a bit, and both will do Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. So it's just a 12-minute session.
Yeah, just a 12-minute qualifying session.
The top 10 in out of the 20 people will either advance. We're doing 2 sessions.
Every driver will get to do both sessions.
Yeah,
and then
I don't recognize that.
Cool.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Season 10. If anyone is either unable to clarify what's going on, what we are doing, from what I'm doing, is a 12-minute qualifying session. We're not doing any racing, by the way. This is just time trials, really. We're doing 12-minute sessions in each Austria and Abu Dhabi, and I believe the top 10 overall will, this will determine either the pinnacle or the bottom tier that we will run an F1 TS sub. If you're new, many people don't know me. I'm H.O. Cavi or Alan Cavagnaro. This is my first ever time commentating on F1 TS sub, and I am alongside Nick.
Hi guys, how's it going? So yeah, basically the top 20 will go into the pinnacle tier, which is the top tier for season 10, and the bottom 20 will go into the podium tier. Anyone who's missed this event, we will hold something during the week for those drivers that couldn't attend. So I know Tuz was having internet issues. We'll be able to sort out so he's still able to race with us in season 10. But at the moment, I believe we've got about 35 drivers over the two lobbies, which is pretty good. And yeah, we're out in qualifying, coming up to 10 minutes left on the clock.
Okay. Again, your mic kind of a lot of you're not. There's a lot of lag going on. So again, I'm not sure if you're seeing it, but I see a lot of lag. I'm not sure if it's my internet connection. Like right now, I'm on board with Beast has with 10 minutes remaining. He's coming out along and going in places. I'm not sure if you're spectating this at all. It might be me.
Yes,
but,
I'm riding on board with Beast has now in the Ferrari.
Yeah. Do you see like by any?
No, it doesn't seem to be laggy. Your voice on the chat keeps breaking. So, but I'm riding on board with him now, and he doesn't seem to be jerking anywhere all over the place.
Yeah, it must be me because your voice keeps breaking as well. So that must be a problem. But I'm on board with Beast has. He gets a fantastic exit. I can't tell if he's on the circuit or not. I always go through the S's. I'm so sorry. I can't tell. On here, and I've disconnected from the session.
Yeah, your voice keeps cutting out, so I'll continue on with Beastas. He's just about to complete a lap. He's just gone fastest with a 105.781. And he's slowing down now, so I don't think he's going to go for another run on these tyres. But that's definitely a competitive time.
Yeah, I mean, the difference is that obviously we're doing a qualifying session with 12 minutes. We're not really qualifying because, we're at Austria. It's a very, I think it's the shortest track on the schedule, even shorter than Monaco. I mean, time or last time is a minute. And this gives the drivers opportunities to minutes with 3 minutes remaining. Most tracks you won't be able to go out and go for another run. However, since you're at Austria for final run in this session, and now the thing I noticed in qualifying is that a lot of this time on the board because that's the time they usually set for the races. But again, these time trials mainly won't be any banker laps. So they'll mainly just go out on the circuit, try and set fastest lap, and if not, they'll try and lighten the fuel load so the car can be lighter and the car can also go faster, which is something that we may see from lots of drivers today.
Yeah, I definitely think you'll see drivers doing more than one run, especially towards the end of qualifying. We've got 7.5 minutes left now into the barrier. So Spider Atlas is in the barrier. Luckily damage is off, so he'll be able to reverse back on the track and get going again. But which he's struggling with a little bit at the moment. Oh, and we've got Haas that has spun directly parallel to him off the track. So they are struggling with, I believe, is turn 3, the heaviest braking zone on the circuit.
I wouldn't say one of the heaviest. I mean, you look at turn 2, you're headed uphill, and also, I mean, even downhill, it's obviously much more heavy braking point, but heading into turn 2 as well, it's almost a hairpin. It's a really, really tight corner that you have to nail. Turn 3 is really a corner that you could coast in, really, because it's not really a tight corner. I wouldn't say it's the heaviest, but obviously, you could lock up because you're going downhill and you're turning right. So, turn 3 is really tricky to nail at this circuit. Despite it being short, there are lots of obviously things that happen at this circuit that can trick you into having a bad run. But obviously, I think we have now that I think are in the session. I believe like drivers like Beast has are in the session, so is Flair and EKLOL. I think they're in the session. That's what people are saying. I know all of them from personal experience, and I know they're fast drivers, and I obviously know that they can put up some good times. But then again, Austria, I think I'm not sure how Flair has really done well here, because out of the league races I've done with Flair, I've never seen him win here.
We're riding on board with Flair right now. He's in the McLaren tonight.
Okay.
It was a random selection, so you could select whatever car you wanted. It's on equal performance, and I believe he's on a hot lap. He's got Spider Atlas in front of him, who's spun a couple times, so I'm sure he'll be wanting to clear him before the final sector. But it all looks pretty smooth. The timing screens are messed up, so we're not going to be able to actually see who gets pole position until the session ends. But we know Beast has done a quick time. Flair dives into the pit, so he's coming back in to get a new set of boots.
Yeah.
So it's coming up fastest lap, but they aren't actually the fastest lap, because they're 108s and 109s by William and Spider Atlas. So we're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, something obviously with the new game, since we're at Austria, the tires available at this circuit, the Ultra Softs, the Super Softs, and the Softs, I believe, the last season, I mean, your last game, it was still the Ultra Softs, but obviously with these new wider tires, it is allowing more compounds to be available at many circuits. So I'm still trying to watch the stream and commentate, but due to these tires being more wider, it is allowing faster and faster times being put on the board, around 2-3 seconds faster than the 2016 cars. So don't be surprised if you see a record-breaking time or something that you've never seen, because last season, again, like we mentioned, it was with 109s that were really the fast times, or 107s. However, today it's qualifying session. These drivers are cars will be a lot slower than they actually are in qualifying sessions. So not only that, the drivers will be messing with the fuel load, trying to lighten it so the car can go faster. But again, this session is very short. We only have a couple minutes remaining. So again, at the top spot in these time trials are up for grabs.
Yeah, so riding on board for Beast Haas, it says he's in third at the moment, but I don't believe that he's there. He just posted a 105.6, which I know is pretty quick. Flair's on a hot lap as well, or has he just come out of the pits? I think he's just come out of the pits. Bandits Games, so we've got both Mercedes coming out absolutely nose to tail, and with pit assist not on, they're going to have to be careful here, as they are. So we've got a Williams driver who just takes it slightly wide, misses the apex in turn 1. He's on a quick lap. It says he's in 5th, but I'm not so sure he is.
Something like you mentioned, the pit road. Obviously, it is a downhill incline headed into the pit road. So right after you get off the penultimate corner, and if you're deciding whether to pit, it's not as easy as circuits like China or Bahrain. You have to think fast if you want to pit, because when you get out of the second to final corner, the pit lane is right off to your right side. So not only do you have to be within the line to get into the pits, you can't overshoot it or go into the second road that goes off, because when you enter the pits, there are usually 2 different roads, and both of them will lead to the pits, but one is the wider version right against the wall. And I've seen a couple of drivers retire in a Grand Prix weekend if they hit the wall and lose their tire. So some of these drivers, I mean, all these drivers aren't going to make those mistakes. you need to be cautious despite wherever you are at a circuit coming to the pits, because you could speed, you could hit the wall and lose a time. Just a time trial. You don't want to be doing that. I mean, I do believe we're down to our final minutes here in Austria.
Yes, we're under 2 minutes now.
On the board that can be challenged for.
We're under 2 minutes. We're seeing a bit of fighting on track going on at the moment for drivers to get the final laps in. So anyone who crosses the line with about a minute 10 to go, they'll definitely be able to get one more lap in as Igbo comes into the pits. So his session is over. Wherever he's going to be is where he's going to be. We've got a Mercedes going slow, who's most likely getting some track space as he lets his teammate go past, who's on a flying lap. Right on board with Vanis as he comes to the last corner now, which is a very tricky last corner with these curbs. He's going to cross the line. He touches the wall on the inside. It says he's second. Again, we're not so sure as we hit under a minute. 55 seconds left to go. Haas is coming out the pits, but he's not going to be able to get time, I don't think, to do another lap. Hammer time is in the last sector, penultimate corner, as you mentioned, that pit lane. As he goes completely off at the last corner, so that should invalidate his lap time as he weaves, as he crosses the line, so I presume that's his session done. Techno Thriller in the Force India, he's in the last sector. He's going to be one of the last to be able to set another lap time as he gears up. Flair apparently goes quickest with a 106, but we know Bisas has gone faster than that with a 105.6.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these drivers they keep on mentioning, I expect them to get solid times. I mean, I'm hoping everyone got in a time that's in this session. I'm not sure if we have a full grid in here or not, because you said 35 drivers, and you said, I believe, 40 or 41 people signed up, so one was left with the reserve. But obviously what happened was there were people like Tuz who could not get in the session. However, I think he fixed his internet connection issue, which is good. I kind of wish I fixed mine, but I'm still having a little problem, which is why I'm letting Nick do a lot of the talking. But as we are headed to the end of this session, I do believe that I think everyone got in their time. If not, that would be a drastic problem for them, as they were given 12 minutes to set a time and they were not able to. But I think a lot of these drivers have put in competitive times. They'll be very, very close at the top at the grid, as it seems to be that this session is almost over. If my live stream would load, I'm not sure what the time is left for.
We've just the checkered flag is out as Beast has crossed the line. He's done a 105.4, so that's the quickest time I've seen come up. As Stevie crashes into the pit lane. I'm not sure what he's doing there. Have we got anyone left on track who's going to set competitive time? No, I don't think so. We've got Vanis who's weaving in the last sector. He's run out of fuel and retired from the session. So that's it. I believe Austria is done and dusted as we wait for Steve to get wheeled back in the garage. And then we'll be able to see the times. Just having problems with my my game audio. I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Is there anything you recommend for that? The game audio doesn't seem to be coming through on the stream very well. Just the party chat.
Yeah. All of us are having problems today. I mean, both internet connections, it's been terrible. I'm actually doing an internet test right now while I'm trying to... Next week when we talked, it was perfectly fine. I was having trouble communicating with people in the party today. Everything so I just walked the door because I was at school and I was using my laptop. It was perfectly fine. The ping was like 10. I walk in, the ping was 100, around at least 100. So there must... I'm going to have to fix that.
So here we go.
So
We've got
really
Beastas in first place with a 105.4, with Flair in second, 105.8. Vanis Gaming is in third with a 106.1 as someone pressed go, so I'm going to have to go through these quickly. Sean is in fourth. Clifford Red's in fifth. Hammer Time's in sixth. These times are all really close, all in the 106s. Compact's in seventh. Techno Thriller's in eighth with a 107 flat. Gaza is in 9th, Ollie is in 10th, Wilk Liam is in 11th, Spider Atlas is in 12th, Igbo's in 13th, and we got Stevie in 14th. So I'm going to go ahead and invite Alan back into the party because I believe he got kicked out. So we're just going to have to get everyone to retire here from the race, as we're not doing 3-lap race.
Sorry about that. Just disconnected me. I was about to say something and just took me off the party. But
we're just going to get everyone to retire from the 3-lap race. And then we'll get an invite from MLA and we'll jump into his lobby and we'll commentate on the drivers that he's been taking care of for the last 12 minutes. I'm not sure why, but my game audio isn't actually coming through.
Hopefully that'll be an improvement. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's affecting the stream or anything, unless if you can hear. My internet's so terrible that I'm trying to watch a stream. I have the stream quality at 144p, and I'm trying to keep it live, and it all doesn't buffer and buffer and buffer. It's terrible. This is the worst my internet has ever been, and I deeply apologize to anyone watching. It will be fixed by the first race in FLPS up next Friday, I believe, because obviously qualification happens today, and the schedule gets finalized for the drivers on what tier they'll be in. But yeah, I think that's it, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we're just waiting for drivers to retire from this 3-lap race. You've got Vanis Gaming who's doing wheelies and spins. I'm not really sure why. As soon as everyone retires, we can get into the next session.
I'm still trying to keep up with the stream, and it just keeps buffering, but I'm still trying to do my speed test to see what's wrong with my internet. But again, I do apologize again. We are trying to get people out of this session to get to the second part. It's going to be fairly short, unfortunately, because we do 2 12-minute sessions while we're trying to scramble everyone into these sessions, which takes around the same amount of time. So obviously, it's going to take some time.
It's Techno Thriller who is waiting for. He's the only driver who hasn't retired. I'm not sure why. I think he's just figured it out now because he stopped at the penultimate corner. Yes, so he's retired now.
Yeah,
so
the lobby should be ready to go in a couple minutes. I mean, or at least to finish it up. We're still waiting for some people to retire. I'm hoping they all know the concept of this session, most likely.
We've sent out enough enough reminders.
Plans that we have after this, because, like we mentioned, 2 qualifying sessions, which are 12 minutes, which will determine what place these drivers take in for the 10th season anniversary of F1 TS Hub. I'm very excited for it. Hopefully more excited when my internet works next time. But yeah, I mean, any final notes on this first session in Austria?
No, I think it went pretty well for most drivers. It was pretty close between the front 3 and then the midfield pack. As we're back in lobby now, we just need to unspectate because we're going to get invited back to the other lobby. Just going to change the track quickly for these guys, or Igbo is, as he's the host, I should say.
Yeah, I'm still, I mean, your mic quality seems a lot better. I am listening to it. You're not really glitching out as you were before, but obviously notifications are coming in all at once, while it's like, again, I'm hoping it's like a PS4 issue and not an internet issue, because that'll obviously cost more money to fix. But Yeah, I mean, we should be waiting for this next session. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty interesting. You saw a lot of drivers put up competitive. I wish I was there to be able to. So again, I'm not sure if everyone has retired yet. I think they
Yes,
have.
we're back in the lobby now, so we're just gonna wait to be invited to the other lobby with who MLA is hosting, and I believe we're in. So I'm gonna go ahead and invite you now. They've already got bad internet connection according to this lobby session. So let's just hope Igbo's changed his track. MLA has done that already. We got a few guys on the track who aren't very happy with each other, but
Still waiting for the invite.
have you had the invite yet? I sent it. You got it.
Again.
Are you in the second lobby, Alan?
Okay, again, I apologize. I think it's the second time it's happened. Luckily, it's not happening. I deeply apologize.
I just got a message saying that PlayStation Network is currently undergoing maintenance, so that might explain some of our issues tonight.
I'm not sure if it's in the session.
Are you in the session with us, Alan?
So you can already see my luck.
So Techno needs an invite. Is he in?
I'm still moving. Hopefully, I'm just gonna tie him in. Okay. Nobody else's name is there. Yeah, I think we have everyone, right? I mean...
Yeah, I believe we do in this lobby. I've just put on our group chat if you need inviting. So Coblins needs inviting. I believe he is in. As Alan's left again, he really is having some nightmares with his internet. Welcome back again, Alan. You really having a nightmare today?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more. I just see, I'm gonna try to join back.
Okay. Igbo, is everyone in your lobby that needs to be in there? Alright, so lobby 2. So is Cobbler's in now? That's what we need to figure out. No, let's invite him back.
And what?
Excuse me.
How much longer this is gonna happen? And it's frozen. My PS chat has frozen. It says no friends are online. Can't even see the notifications to join the lobby.
Wow, you really are having a nightmare.
Yeah, I really need to fix this. I'm not sure if I should get off and try and fix this, but yeah, we should try and test this out one more time because last time it was fine. Today it's just a note meeting that I need to go back and fix my internet. See what's going on. I'm quite surprised it's happening. This is the worst it's ever been. I think that'll end my night early. I deeply apologize. We should try and do a test maybe in the week to try and fix it.
That sounds good.
I don't know if I test it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Alan, I will speak to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Best of luck fixing your internet. Igbo, you need to invite Techno Thriller if you haven't already. He's in your group, I believe, in your lobby, and then we are good to start. So here we are starting the second session, a lot later than we expected, but I think PlayStation Network is undergoing a few issues at the moment. Everyone's just loading up now in our session, hopefully the other lobby's loading up as well. Igbo, I think you're in the party with me. We are Go in our lobby, so we haven't seen these drivers yet in qualifying night because obviously we were in the other lobby spectating them. Both lobbies should start at the same time. Both lobbies are now doing Abu Dhabi, so the timer starts counting down. And we'll see who comes out onto track first. See the Ferrari mechanics getting ready. I think they're going to be the first out. We've got James Slater in a Ferrari, in front of him a Williams. There are a couple cars ahead of them, and then we've got a bit of a train as they negotiate this awkward section of the tunnel. Apologies for losing Alan today. We'll definitely try and figure out what was wrong with his internet between now and the first race on the 13th of October, Friday the 13th. Got a whole queue of cars. Damage is off, collisions are off, so they won't have to worry about getting in each other's way too much. So we've got both Ferraris out on track. Let's have a look and see if there's anyone sitting in the garage. We've got Emph, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, in the garage. And Matt Your Daddy is still in the pits as well. So Matt Your Daddy's just come out, and Emph I think has just come out, so he didn't want to be in the queue. Let's see if we can find one of the Ferraris, as they're going to be one of the first ones to come across the line. Let's ride on board with MLA as he crossed the line. He's starting a hot lap. Just hearing that the other lobby had started slightly before us, so I hope they've got everyone. It's been a pretty smooth lap for MLA so far. DRS is open, 8th gear. Matt Your Daddy's going to be the last one to start a flying lap, I believe. Oh no, the Renault is. The name we shall try and pronounce. Let's ride on board with MLA as he's coming up to cross the line in the final sector. For those of you who don't know, we've already done an Austria short qualifying session, and drivers' times from Austria and this session Abu Dhabi will get added together, create their qualifying lap time. Top 20 in the season 10 sign up will be placed in the pinnacle tier, and the bottom 20 will be placed in the podium tier. That's how we're doing it, as MLA does a 1:37, I believe. He looks like he's pushing on again for another flying lap, so these drivers are going to try and do 2 runs. They are very close together in that section of the track. Oh, the Bugster has a bit of a moment coming onto the back straight as we approach 7 minutes left in the session. Hits his apex nicely. And this time he gets on the power okay. See what Chris is up to, season 7 champ. He's in the Red Bull tonight. Let's ride on board with him. He looks like he's pushing quite hard. 13th at the moment according to the timing screens. He hasn't set a lap. Just got to be careful on his corner cutting because that looked quite close. He takes out the braking board. He's coming into the pit, so he's obviously not happy on those tyres and how his lap was going. Let's switch over to Tazmaz. It's in the Force India. Not sure what he's doing. He definitely didn't want to take those two slow corners. I presume he's on an out lap. Dynity in the Mercedes is about to come across the line. Exits the last corner. Keep it nice and straight. He's in 9th place. Parkway Drive currently in 10th. Coming down the back straight with his DRS open. Let's have a look at the order, if it's correct. I know in our last session it wasn't. So according to this, Mosh is in first. He hasn't set a time, so I definitely don't think that's a good time. Samsa currently showing in 3rd position. One of our premium members, of course. He's low on fuel. I'm not sure if this is a quick lap. He's braking quite nicely, so it's possible it is. Jules run out of fuel and needs to pit. Cobblers is looks like he's coming in. Dan's come out for another flyer. Matt, your daddy definitely looks like he's pushing that Sauber. It's only just over 3 minutes left of the session. These drivers are going to be under pressure now. Going to need to cross the line with about minute 40 left if you want to do another lap. So it won't be long before we're there. Let's see if Taz takes the corners correctly this time. We know he had internet issues to start with. Brakes nice, hits the apex. It's a bit of a slide, but he's back on the power. Dan, it says, is currently leading. I believe the other lobby's finished, so we're going to be the last ones to see the lap times here. The 36.4 is what I've been told from the other lobby, so that's a really quick time. We won't get to see our quickest time until... oh, as the Williams spins it into the wall. We won't get to see our quickest time until the session ends, because I believe the timing screens aren't correct. Again, they were the same in the last session, so It's definitely something that Codemasters needs to sort out. We got McLaren in 5th place. Tom's last sign up to the league, so he's doing quite well. Chris is showing in 2nd in the Red Bull. Again, we're not too sure if that's representative. He's going to get time for one more lap after this one. These are going to be about the last drivers that are going to be able to set a lap time. Because unless you're in the last sector now, you're definitely not going to get across the line. Qualifying's complete now, so we're going to watch Dan cross the line. Riding on board. He's showing in 7th. Fastest lap is apparently a 38.2. We know that's not correct. MLA's done a 37.8 from Cobblers, so that's a decent attempt. See what Dan can do when he crosses the line. James Slater 137.1, so he's going to be up there. Let's watch Dynasty. A few corners to go. MLA does a 36.7, so I think that's got to be near the quickest time. For sure. See what Dynasty can do. He goes 9th according to the timing screens. Matt Your Daddy's still to cross the line. So we've only got these 2 drivers left. We'll run on board both of them. He almost loses it. Bit too much speed into the last corner. He's going to exit last corner with a bit of a slide. And we've got just one more left. What can the Renault do? Two corners to go. Slightly wide into in the last corner as he crosses the line, and that is our session done. That is our qualifying night complete. 15th place is where he finished according to that screen. Again, we'll get confirmation in a minute. So here we are, MLA in 1st, James Slater in 2nd, Dan in 3rd, Chris got 4th, Sam was 5th, Cobblers in 6th, Joe in 7th, Dynasty in 8th, Inakit in 9th place, Jamie Met in 10th, Kian on his debut in 11th, like a lot of these drivers on their debut, Tom in 12th, Parkway Drive 13th, 14th for Echo, the names we can't pronounce, Tasmaz Mosh didn't set a time. So I'm going to conclude it there, guys. You will find out whether you're in the podium or the pinnacle tier at the beginning or to the middle of next week, so keep an eye on that. It'll be plastered over Twitter. Apologies for the technical issues, first time we've done qualifying night, so definitely a lot to learn, and Alan had technical issues as well, so that's why we were down to one commentator. Season starts Friday the 13th, as I said earlier, in October, so we haven't got long, 2 weeks today. Podium tier at 7 PM and the pinnacle tier at 9 PM. So we're going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys, and speak soon.